Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we'll be going over the screens in the new Infiniti QX80. So with that being said, let's get right into it. We're here in the second row. The first screen is the climate control, so this will control the climate zone in the rear. Turn that on or off and it'll illuminate right there. Also has the heated and cooled seat controls as well. Now the next screen is here in the center console, so you just click that to turn it on. This is where you can also control the climate, funny enough, so they kind of double down on that. So you can also control the heated and ventilated seats from this screen, adjust the seats here. And then if we go to the side, you've got your massage function, so you can turn that on or off. And then finally you got all the settings for the screen brightness and all of that. So it's kind of just like a comfort screen is what I'll call it, to control the comfort of the seats and all that for the rear passengers. This leads us up front where we have another climate screen is what we will call it. So this controls the climate for the front, also the heated and ventilated seats. But then if you press the mode button right there, this will let you adjust stuff like the four-wheel drive system, put it into four-wheel high. It also lets you adjust the suspension as well to raise and lower it, and even the drive modes as well. And then you can control the rear, you can control the front. You've got the defroster functions built in here. You also have the little BioCool function here. It's supposed to clean the air and everything. Just kind of an interesting little name for that. But there's that screen. Take a look at the infotainment system. Quick response time. First off, you've got this kind of preset tab here for the home screen that lets you go into things pretty easily. And then you've got the shortcut bar there down below. We're not going to go to the navigation for obvious reasons, but just because we're at my house. Everything's pretty easy to use, and I like that you've got all these presets throughout. Also, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. There's even a dash cam built in. You can adjust the interior lighting, so press that for example, and you've got colored ambient lighting that you can go through. And I like how the shortcut bar is always visible, so it makes that very user-friendly. Now, vehicle tabs probably going to be important, so this is in the settings tab. This is where you can control stuff like the dash cam, right? You can set the settings there, your climate as well, so everything that happens here when you get in the vehicle, remote start and all of that, so that's pretty cool. All the settings are turned off for the most part, but you can easily turn that on. And then again with the interior lighting there. And then the camera. So, and I would say that usually ultra-wide is kind of the best way to go. I mean, some of you might not like that with the camera. But basic vehicle stuff to customize. And then general, right? This is stuff like your clock, right? To set that. The sounds that the car makes. A lot of people complain about certain sounds that cars will make upon certain things. Right there. And so you can change everything like that's cool with the button beeps. So if you don't want to have it, you don't have to have it. I can see how some people could get annoyed, like when you press stuff on the screen if it makes a noise. But yeah, essentially just customizing everything. And because this is very it's very user-friendly, it's very kind of like mundane, it's pretty straightforward to change everything to go into the different settings. So I think that's a big plus. Now this leads us to the center gauge cluster. Now a lot of the controlling is going to be done on the steering wheel right here with this little dial, and that'll let you kind of shift between the different screens. Now something important to note about this dial, this means that it's controlling that screen. If you press this, the other side, the camera will over focus. Come on, buddy. That means it's now controlling this screen, as you can see. So depending on what you have selected there on the steering wheel will determine which screen you're controlling. Center screen itself, it's got a lot of information displayed. So, fuel range, for example, lets you know the suspension set in auto. The drive line is also set to four-wheel auto. Now, some of these will have these little circles there that lets you know that you can scroll up or down. You can see the fuel economy, for example, where the suspension's at. Tire pressure. That's cool. All-wheel drive torque. Let you see that. Not going to scroll up because navigation. Again, music. See with the safety tech there. And then you can even go into the settings here. And then this is where you're going to customize a lot of the safety tech. So if you want to turn stuff off, it's going to be there. And there's a back arrow to easily do that. Heads-up display. Your eco mode setting. If you want to have that on or off. Clock. You can turn that on or off. And you got vehicle settings. So this is something that, if you buy a new car, you kind of just sit with for the first, 30 minutes of car ownership, and you just go through and you customize all of the settings. Even got towing. That's cool. So yeah, you can have it preset with the trailers. So if your trailer has a certain weight and everything, and you have it set with the brake controllers and everything on, that's nice. Customized display. Change meter view. Let's see what they've got. Elegant. That's pretty cool looking. Enhanced. Dynamic is what we had it set at originally. You know, let me know which one you like the most. I actually think the Elegant looks, because it's kind of more of a traditional gauge. I think that one looks the best. So it's nice that you can customize that as well. But yeah, so what I'm seeing here is most of the stuff that you're actually going to want to change, similar to what Toyota's done, is actually in the center gauge cluster rather than in the infotainment system. So not the end of the world. It just means that, yeah, you've just got to know where the stuff is. But yeah, settings in the center cluster here, very important. And I can still scroll through, by the way, with this. So that doesn't change any of that. And then just a couple of things. Heads-up display, if you want to turn it on or off, you got that little icon right there. Camera shortcut button, and then for the suspension. And then we do have a camera rear view mirror as well. So anyways, if you guys want to see more videos like this and me going kind of more in depth into an infotainment system gauge cluster with a new car, let me know in the comment section below. See ya.